Australian true crime story. The Tynong North and Frankston murders. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, fear gripped the southeastern suburbs of Melbourne. Over a period of just a few years, 6 women vanished under chillingly similar circumstances. Their cases would become known as the Tynong North and Frankston murders, one of Victoria's most disturbing unsolved mysteries. It began in December 1980, when the body of 59-year-old Bertha Miller was discovered in bushland near Tynong North. Just days later, another victim, 75-year-old Catherine Headland, was found nearby. Within weeks, more women would be reported missing, among them 18-year-old Alison Rook, last seen waiting for a bus. By the end of 1981, 6 women, aged between 14 and 75, had been linked to the case. The pattern was terrifying. Most of the women had been traveling alone, often heading to catch public transport. None of them were connected to one another in life, yet in death, their similarities were chilling. Police began to suspect that a serial predator was at work, someone who was targeting women in vulnerable situations, luring them into his vehicle, and then disposing of their bodies in remote bushland. Investigators launched a massive operation. Hundreds of detectives were assigned. More than 2,000 suspects were interviewed. The case files grew into thousands of pages. Yet, despite the scale of the investigation, no arrests were ever made. Witnesses reported seeing a suspicious man near bus stops, but leads always seemed to collapse. The community was paralyzed by fear. Women were warned not to travel alone. Parents kept their daughters close, and the once ordinary act of waiting for a bus became a source of dread. The idea that a predator could be roaming free in suburban Melbourne left residents feeling exposed and powerless. Over the decades, the investigation was reopened several times. Forensic advances brought hope that new DNA testing might reveal answers, but each attempt has ended without resolution. Some detectives remain convinced that they know the identity of the killer, a man who has since died, but without conclusive evidence. The case remains officially unsolved. For the families of the 6 women, the pain is unending. They lost mothers, daughters, and sisters without warning, and have endured decades without answers. Each year, anniversaries bring new appeals from police and fresh heartbreak for those left behind. Today, the Tynong North and Frankston murders remain one of Victoria's darkest unsolved chapters. The quiet bushland where the bodies were found looks peaceful now, but for many, it is forever marked as a graveyard of secrets. 6 women, 6 lives full of promise and dignity, were stolen. Their killer was never brought to justice. The case is a chilling reminder of how even in everyday moments, waiting for a bus, walking down a familiar street, darkness can strike. And how, sometimes, even the largest investigations cannot untangle the silence that time weaves around the truth. Please like and subscribe for more true horror shorts.